Welcome back everyone, and if you haven't already watched this video, I recommend you go and do that. This is technically part 2 to this video where we complete the second build, which is going to be a courthouse, so I hope you all enjoy. So we're going to start off by picking us a color palette for a courthouse. So let's just kind of lay us out what we have going here. Now how does this look? Does this look terrible? I don't know. I can't really tell how this is going to look yet. Let me build it up just a little bit. I kind of like this. It does look a little ominous though, so we're gonna have to add a splash of color in. I wish there were black doors in Minecraft. Mojang, here's my concept. Introduce charred wood to the game, which you can use to get black wood and black doors and all of that. That would be amazing. Alright, pale oak, I like that, but we can't let this get to just black, white, and gray. We can't millennialify this, we gotta make it look pretty. So we're gonna have accents of green splashed throughout also, with the mossy stone bricks and with these frog lights that I'm gonna put here along the sides. So now that we have our layout here, let's kind of time-lapse filling it out. It's kind of like last time. Boom, the exterior is not quite done yet, but we now have an outer shell, and you can kind of imagine how the shape is going to take place. Like all of these stone pillars are going to go over and off to the side. I think we're going to get started in the back over here. Now I want to give the judge and the jury their own private rooms, so we're going to extend it out. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be plenty of room. So we're going to build a little divider here. And now let's also build another wall kind of like that on this side. Okay, and this will be kind of our waiting room here. And now I think we need like a holding room for the defendant. So I guess that will go over here on this side. Actually, I just did some research. Apparently, the plaintiff is supposed to be on this side of the room. So we're going to put the holding room over here. We'll find some other purpose for that room right there. And now we're dividing this room over here, which I don't know what that's going to be yet. But we're going to have this room over here for the jury. And this will be a closet or something. I don't know yet. Okay, I'm doing some research now to see how a courtroom's supposed to be laid out, and I'm not sure if we're gonna have enough room for this, plus the witness stands in this little space, so we're probably gonna have to push this back a couple blocks. Well, there's actually not much space for that. Okay, let's see what kind of space we're dealing with here. We're just gonna do 3 blocks like that for the judge's booth, and then a lectern right here in the middle. Now we have the plaintiff and the defendant desks, and then a wall, and then that's where the audience sits. Okay, so yeah, let's just get rid of this whole area right here. We don't really need that. And what we'll have here is this will be the jury's room, this will be the judge's quarters, and this will be the holding cell, which I don't think we need that big of a holding cell, so let's give the judge a little more space here. It's not symmetrical, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. So let's extend these walls out here now, and we'll have 3 rows of audience members, just like that. Oh, can't forget the jury. Cannot forget the jury. So I guess over here will be kind of the typewriter person who keeps the records. So I guess now we can kind of get to building. So let's start with the rows for the audience. And now we'll build the chairs for the plaintiff and the witness. Okay, I think I'm going to scoot this up 1 block. Now let's put the lecterns here in the middle. I know it doesn't really match the rest of the furniture, but that's okay. We can take care of that by putting some spruce trap doors over here. And while I'm at it, I'll give this chair some armrests. Now I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be gates here in the middle, so let me put that there. Now let's work on the jury seats. I just realized I've been using dark oak and spruce. Let's just see how spruce looks. I think I like spruce better. We're just going with spruce. We need to redesign this jury box. I do not like it. Okay, I think this is acceptable. Now let's work on the judge's table. So we want this to be nice and high. Okay, that works for that. Now let's work on the witness stand. And this should be good, but it's a little too accessible to get up here, which we do not want the witness climbing up and attacking the judge. That would not be good. So to fix this issue, I think I'm just going to place some blocks here. I don't like that. We're going to raise them up 1 block higher. Also, I did totally just realize that I can fix my corner issue by just doing this, and then this, and boom, we now have a more flexible corner. Okay, I like that more. That looks better. Boom, now we have a more complete judge's stand, and it is much more safe from a crazy defendant. Also, I am going to give the judge a little table for him to be like putting his documents and where he can smack his gavel and stuff. Although he totally cannot see Especially not the lectern guy down here. This might be another problem. Let's move the lectern one more block back. If he stands on his table, then yes, he can see. But standing on the table is kind of unprofessional. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to give him a much bigger chair. Boom, now you can see him. And he's not standing on the table. And now he can get up to his chair easier. So I guess our layout here is pretty much done because nothing needs to go on this side if our clerk is sitting over here. So now let's build up these walls over here in the back. Alright, the walls are done. Now let's put a door over here to the holding cell with some buttons right beside it. And in the back over here, we're going to have an entrance to the judge's quarters, which is also going to have iron doors, so no random people try and break in. And we're going to give an entrance to the jury room too, because I doubt the jury is going to be wanting to walk through the audience. Alright, after I put some of these things here, I think we're pretty much done with the interior of, well, actually, we have these rooms back here. Let's take care of these real quick. So let's give the judge here a little place to rest. And we're gonna have his gown also on display here. Here we go, that's a nice looking gown. Let's also give this judge a filing cabinet to review court documents. And we'll put all our junk in there. And some nice brown carpet to finish the place off. Now the place is finished off. Well, is there a better painting? Yeah, let's do that one instead. So let's build the little holding station here. And we'll give the guard a nice little place to lounge. And maybe a painting to finish it off. Oh, this is cruel. We're like reminding them of the outside world when they're stuck behind bars. I like it, we're keeping that. Now we need a little jury table over here. And now let's use the same chair design I did back at the other building. Alexa, how many people are in a standard jury? 12 members in a jury. Can I fit 12 people in this room? Absolutely not. Well, I might. Hold on. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 people. That'll do. And once again, we'll give them filing cabinets to review court documents. I think we can only fit one in the room, unfortunately. And we'll put another painting on the wall here. Jury room is now complete. So now the interior of the courthouse is pretty much done. I might add some things over time, like lights or other small details, but for now, we're gonna call it quits right here and work on the exterior. So let's hop into another time lapse. Alright, we are officially done with the courthouse. So as you can see here, I've gone and put the justice scales over here on the side. And there's also some on this side. And behind it is all just a bunch of black stone. And then on the top, I went for some black stained glass to let some natural light through the top. And then through here, as you can see, I went ahead and replaced the floors with diorite, so that way it wasn't two different wood types and the floor was like a whole different texture. I also went and added this little roof here to cover up all the little rooms back here. But yeah, here's the little jury room. Here's the defendant's holding cell with all of the crap I threw on the floor. And then up here we have the judge's quarters, which is a nice little waiting area for him, and a back door over here. But yeah, that basically means the courthouse is officially done. Sorry this video has taken me so long to release. I've had a whole lot going on in my personal life lately. But it's nice to be able to hop back on the world and see my old builds. It's been a minute since I've hopped on. I might as well go ahead and update this map here, and wow, alright, sweet. This is looking really nice. I like it. I like it. But I guess that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.